Tying a dog out, like on a chain or some kind of tether like that, is really bad for their behavior, and I'm going to explain why. Now, the reason why it's bad for their behavior is it increases drive. And you'll also see drive increased in a similar manner if you're walking the dog and the dog has tension on the leash. It drives the dog forward. People don't understand that if you want the dog to heel, the leash has to be loose. The same thing is true if you tie your dog out. If you tie the dog out, that's going to happen. The dog gets to the end and it just keeps trying to go forward, and it makes them more activated as far as things that excite them. So you're increasing drive by creating that tension. It's one of the worst things that you could do. Now, bird dog trainers know this, and you can stake out a dog to sort of get that tension going. A couple days of doing that, people stake the dog out, but it's really unnecessary with your bird dog. And it's all about the bird dog finding the bird, right, like an upland game dog bird, and then going into the whoa position, and that's like a manipulation of the dog's prey drive. So one is increasing prey drive. That would be like staking the dog out, tying the dog up. If you tie the dog up and it keeps seeing kids pass on the street and the dog's getting excited and jumping, you're increasing the dog's drive in regards to seeing children on bicycles. Sooner or later, if the dog breaks free, it's going to run and go after the kid and bite the kid. So it's not anything that would be positive. That is not, it's not good. I had a Skype consultation with somebody that was doing this with a puppy, and I'm going, why are you doing that? And the woman said this. She said, oh, I just figured that it was nice out and the dog would enjoy the fresh air. Shut up, okay? Shut up. You're trying to get the puppy out of the house, away from you. Don't fucking bullshit me. Don't bullshit me. It's the truth. That's what it was about. And then she switched and started using a crate and putting the crate outside. I'm like, why do you even have the dog? When your dog's a puppy, your dog should be living in your house. I'm not even cool about, my dad, we had, a kennel outside. My dad was under the assumption that the hunting dogs handle themselves better in the cold. There may be some truth to this. If they're sort of they deal with the cold, unless it was real frigid cold, then my dad would bring them in and they would be in the basement. But listen, if I have a hunting dog and the hunting dog gets cold, maybe I'm probably cold by that time, so I'm going to go home. So I don't really see it as an issue. And if you have a house dog, but it's not a house dog, it just lives in a kennel, why do you even have the dog? If I have old Ike walking around here and Mango's out here, if I have a dog in the yard, I'm out there in the yard with the dog, making sure that nothing happens. Yeah, it's fenced in. That doesn't mean that something can't happen or the dogs start doing some stupid behavior and then there's no human around to correct the dog. Man, not staking the dog out, tying the dog out on a chain or one of those cables coated with plastic, man, that is horrible for your dog's behavior. I would never use the term crazy for a dog because the dog really isn't crazy, but when I see all these dogs they're always sort of crazy, okay? And it's totally fixable. It has to do with training, and you stop dealing with the dog in that manner. A dog like that you did that with would also have a tendency to be horrible on a leash. Not good, not good. I'm just, hey, don't shoot the messenger. You do this with your dog, it's your business. I don't care. What do I care? I got my own problems, but maybe somebody will see this that does that and will start dealing with the dog in a different manner. It's just, it's not a positive, and I've never seen it be a positive, and every dog that's dealt with in this manner, they're all a fucking mess. It's just the facts with me. It's just the facts. So the guy says to me, he says, calm down. Don't worry about it. I'm just fucking with you. Oh, okay. I won't worry about it. You're just fucking with me? Oh, I'll calm right down. That's what everybody loves. Yeah, everybody loves that, being fucked with. That makes so much fucking sense. It does. As long as you're just fucking with me, dude, that's totally cool. I didn't understand. You know, it sounds so much like somebody else. You know what it reminds me of? Saying something like, don't worry about it, Chancellor of Germany. I'm just fucking with you. That's what I do. I just fuck with people. That's exactly what it's like. Exactly. Who would want to deal with somebody like that? Well, who would want a president like this? You know, I'm a Republican. I can't stand this situation. Him coming out and saying about the Brett Kavanaugh investigation. It's not a criminal investigation. It's a background investigation, and the White House has told them exactly, you know, what the parameters are. It sucks. And then Trump just comes out and says, you know, oh, they have free reign. No, they don't. No, they don't. And then people hear Trump saying it, so it must be fact, and then we find out that, no, they don't have free reign. We need leakers. We need people in the government right now that will come out and tell us what's going on. It's a fact. The whistleblower is so important, because nothing that Trump says, that's his whole shtick, is he's like, I'll just say whatever. He's just fucking with everybody. He doesn't tell the American people the truth, and then later we hear after the fact what transpired. It really stinks. He's just like the idiot troll. He is the largest troll. He's just fucking with the Prime Minister of Canada. He's just fucking with them. It's no big deal. No, go ahead. Just fuck with me. That's great. Thanks a lot for fucking with us. That's great. We pay you to tell us the truth of what's going on. And he's just fucking with us. Yo, Dr. Ziggy, I know you watched that thing with Kavanaugh the other day. I know you did. Or at least maybe you were working. Maybe you saw it, you know, replayed on the news. When I was watching him and he was being questioned about his alcohol consumption, he reminded me of an alcoholic at an intervention. You know, backed into the corner. I've seen you drink. I've seen you drunk. You drank. You like beer, don't you? Why can't I drink? My fucking God. If that's not obvious to everybody that's had a drinking problem or addiction problem, or anybody that is like a healthcare professional like yourself, what that was, he can't be a fucking Supreme Court justice. He can't. He clear, you know, hey, I don't know 100% sure. He might not have an alcohol problem, but it sure looked like it. That's what we all do. We deny it and throw it back at the other person. I'm not the drunk. You're just as bad. Why are you on my case? You know? That was fucked up, Dr. Ziggy.
Ziggy.